He was the one who knocks. But will Walter White ever be resurrected for a proper revival? Only if a certain demand is met, according to the man who played him. Most TV fans probably thought that the door was completely closed on Bryan Cranston playing Walter White again after the character's dramatic death in the series finale of Breaking Bad. But they would be sorely mistaken. Cranston has actually reprised the role a few times in the years since, mostly in projects directly tied to Breaking Bad. These have included flashback sequences in the 2019 movie sequel El Camino and the spin-off series Better Call Saul, as well as sillier moments like a couple of Super Bowl commercials. In a 2023 interview with Awards Radar, Cranston shared that he has one major condition for ever playing Walter White again, though it's one that clearly has been met a few times already. Basically, he's not entirely opposed to resurrecting the character so long as the circumstances are right. That's potentially exciting for fans of this all-time classic anti-hero, who would surely love to see him be the danger one more time. Cranston admitted in the interview that he can never underestimate Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, who also wrote and directed El Camino. Clearly, Cranston had no problem reuniting with his former showrunner to play Walt in flashbacks years later. Nor did he have an issue starring in commercials alongside Aaron Paul, who played Walt's sidekick, Jesse Pinkman.
It's just basic ingredients.
As Cranston explained to Awards Radar, "I'll just leave it at nothing's on the horizon, and I know that Vince would not want to do something where he doesn't need a paycheck and neither do I. And so let's honor that. But if there was something that he woke up from a dream and went, oh my god, and he pitched me on it, and I too had the oh my god reaction, then I'd look at it. If you're stunned and astonished by something, you should pay attention. So if that happens, I don't assume that will, but if that ever did, I'd listen." It sounds like Cranston is game to play Walt again as long as Gilligan brings him something interesting. That's not too dissimilar to the time that Danny DeVito said that he'd be willing to play the Penguin again only if Batman Returns director Tim Burton is involved. But if you've been following Cranston's post-Breaking Bad career closely, you know that Gilligan doesn't necessarily have to be involved for a Walter White revival that's a little more tongue-in-cheek. Which brings us to Cranston's recent guest appearance on a certain long-running sitcom. On June 28, 2023, the most famous buffoons from the City of Brotherly Love crossed over with the most famous fictional characters from Albuquerque on the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode, Celebrity Booze: The Ultimate Cash Grab. The plot features Cranston and Aaron Paul as fictionalized versions of themselves trying to market their real-life brand of mezcal, Dos Hombres. Then the gang from Patty's Pub decide that they also want to get in on the Celebrity Booze action. Hijinks inevitably ensue, including Charlie drinking a combination of vodka and nickels and stealing a limo. Eventually, Cranston gets fed up with being bossed around and goes full Heisenberg on everyone by delivering a terrifying monologue. Ultimately, though, he reveals that he's just messing with them.
I was just joking, but I do love to perform. I do, it's in my blood.
Aaron Paul revealed how it all came together when he told The Hollywood Reporter. "I actually pitched Rob McElhenney and Glenn Howerton the idea of Bryan and I coming into Philly to do a Dos Hombres tour and somehow we connect. So they came up with this idea, they threw the script at us, and we were super excited to jump on board." So take note, Vince Gilligan, any idea you have for a revival better be as good as the script of Celebrity Booze: The Ultimate Cash Grab.